Hi, I'm Daniel. I suck dicks. Not being Rick today. I'm really tired. It's currently almost 6 in the morning and I haven't slept because I wanted to play video games with my friends. So that's currently what I'm not doing anymore because now I am about to go to sleep, realize I didn't make a video, said fuck, and then I got on here to do it. So I got asks in my question number, and now I'm going to look at it. First question is from Anonymous, and then they said, Supernatural is for fags. That's the first statement. And then it said, are you Supernatural fag? To the first part of that, I say that Supernatural is actually a television program. It isn't for men having sex with each other. But I can see how you'd get that mistaken, because Sam and Dean are brothers, and any good brother is going to have sex with 3 other guys. That's just the rules. That's just how it works. Am I a supernatural fag? Yes. I have the ability of going invisible, and I also find men sexually attractive. So I am indeed a supernatural fag. I used to know this one other guy. He used to have, the ability to regenerate his body. And he would just like cut his arms and legs off and then just go and then he'd suck a dick. So he was also a supernatural fag. I had one friend who was, he had the ability to go invisible. And then at the same time, he was also a cigarette. Okay, so he was a supernatural fag. And then I remember this, this one guy who was just used to, like, grab a bunch of fish at the same time, so he was a super catcherable bag. It's, and I knew this other guy, he was, he used to live his life in this big, hard shell all the time, but eventually he just burst out, so he was a super hatchable egg. And then there were just a couple of other people who, like, I remember this one guy who, for every one leg he had 8 of them, so I know that he had super spideral leg. I'm having a really good time, but I know that I should stop because I have other things to talk about. I'm so sleepy. I just want to go to bed. I just want to lay down in my bed and go to sleep. All I want to do is lay down in my bed and watch Supernatural because I'm a faggot. Anonymous asks, if you were stuck way out in the... Next you wrote W-A-A-A-A-A-Y. If you were stuck way out in the ocean on a half-inflated raft with a calculator, a tambourine, and a 3-square-foot sugar cube, what would I do? Well, I would drown. The raft's half-inflated. It's not going to stay afloat. Raft needs to be at least fully inflated, about 75%. Half inflated isn't going to cut it, the bottom half's going to sink, and then the part that's sinking is just going to pull the rest under. That's just what's going to happen. I mean, the thing is that even if, like, 50% of it is underwater, like, me laying on the other 50%, laying it down, isn't going to help. I'm going to drown and I'm going to die. Although, it doesn't necessarily specify how big the raft is. It could be gigantic, where my weight just doesn't even really matter that much. And, it's like the size of a small peninsula. Ugh. In which case, I'd be fine. The only thing that was specified was the sugar cube. And, if you ever got back to shore, what is the more badass story you would make up to tell everyone? Oh, okay, so what would be the lie that I would tell people whenever I got back? What would be the lie I would tell them in order to... Odin? Odin! Odin doesn't like talking to me when I'm filming videos. But the more interesting story is that I would tell them, oh man, I was on this raft, right? Like, I was just floating around. I took out my calculator, and I was just like, oh man, I bet I can figure out the equation of not dying in water. So I put my sugar cube inside of my calculator. Oh, Dad. And then I just went boop, 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 boop. And then bam, all of a sudden the equation of life comes out. And then out of my happiness, I banged on my tambourine. And then 100 girls showed up, and they all were sucking my dick. Isn't that